Time is wasting, and I need to get this job done. We're going to use this, and I'm just going to put it right on down in there. Now see, it's pretty much leaving right now. It just depends what your spots look like and how bad they are, but we couldn't get those spots off just with water or anything. You know, you use a spot remover. It doesn't have to be this particular brand, Folex. This is called Folex, no rinsing. Over 40 years of success, instant carpet spot remover, the solution to your stain. This is 1 quart. Okay, and you can start using that for your spots. Now, depending on what color your carpet is, I would suggest working it in an area, in an inconspicuous spot around the corner, up next to your couch, or in a corner of the room, let's say, and try it first to make sure that your mark is going to go away before you do something and say, oops, I guess I shouldn't have used that stuff. Okay, this time I'm going to use my simple green, and I'm just going to kind of let it sit there for a minute. I've got another little spot right there. Okay. And if you got something like gum or something like that, you can use this stuff. You can kind of just work it in with your fingers if you want, and let it sit there 5-10 minutes if you want before you do anything. Okay. See, you can just do that if you don't have a brush. But you know, I'll still go over that when I get all done, because the thing about any sort of carpet spot remover or whatever, in this case I'm using simple green, is I want to get the areas around there too, because I don't want a white spot, you know, in the areas where I've cleaned. You see what I mean? I still got to blend it in as best I can. So we'll get back to that in a few minutes. Let's go on to another one. Yeah, it's getting ready to leave town. My mother's gave me a little to-do list, and it kept ever increasing. This was one of the things I didn't know I was supposed to do, but I thought I'd get it out of the way so it didn't pile up until the very end of when I was supposed to go. Okay. Even if you don't think, or if you think you didn't get it all, or even if you did think you got it all, spray a little bit more in there, kind of brush it around a little bit, and just let it sit like that. Okay. Once it's dry, I'll take a look at that and maybe rough up the areas around it, or do a quick once over. I could spray a little bit of just clean water on there, let's say at the end, if I have any sort of residue left. But the good thing about simple green is it keeps cleaning as it's drying. I kind of like that. Okay, it's been at least 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. I have not touched this yet with the brush or anything. Now I can if I want. It just depends how dirty your carpet is and what's on your spot, whether or not you need more to it than this or not. Okay. Now see where I sprayed it, you can see right about how clean it was, but it's also got a little bit of foam residue on there. But once that dries, I think it's going to blend in. And you know what? If it doesn't blend in all the way, it's going to probably be that these spots might come out way cleaner than everything else now that I got the spots out. And then you can see, oh my, I guess we do need to clean the carpets the entire way. But even if you were planning on doing the carpets all the way, you can just take this and spot all of your little marks first. Let that kind of set in before you go back over it, or before you even start with the carpet cleaner, and that will help. It always does. Now see, I've only used this for some other ones in the same dining room and living room. Look how much I've already used. This much, and that would have been 1 quart at $10 or somewhere close. I'm thinking most carpet cleaners are going to be around $10 on the average for a quart. Okay. I believe this is a quart container. This is a quart container. This one might be a little bit smaller than a quart, let's say. But for $10, something like this, or something like this 48 times worth that you can get with Simple Green to do the same thing. I'm impressed.